also you. So last time this changed 100 years ago.
I don't know. The bathroom's really good too.
Hey, welcome back. And this time we're actually going to get to see the apartment. Yes, I know. And as you could tell, it didn't quite hit the way we wanted it to the second we landed here. But we'll get into that in a minute. I'm going to fast forward through a little bit of like our last day in Savannah because we did a couple nice things. And then we're going to jump right into seeing the apartment for the first time. So, on our last day in Savannah, we woke up and we went and got some breakfast. My hair didn't really do me any justice here. Kind of just was frizzy and whatever. But I promise, dude, my hair, luscious. My mom calls me, Jason Momoa. I'm probably the exact opposite of that guy. He's blonde, I got black hair. He's muscular, I'm alive. So we walked around and we found this really nice diner. We were looking for some place to eat. It was a cute little diner. I think it was attached to like a hotel or something much bigger, but it was really nice. The food there really hit. Like, look at this. All that food looks gorgeous. It tasted really good too. My French toast here really hit the spot. I'm usually wary about getting French toast, but it was good. This was Tori's meal. Super good as well. Part of Alyssa's. Alyssa tends to do this thing where she'll eat half of her food and then that's it. Then once we finished, we went out. We viewed a couple more things. Savannah is a really beautiful city. If you haven't been there, I honestly recommend it. Very artful. There's there's the College of Art and Design around here, so there's a bunch of artists. The buildings are awesome, made out of these old bricks, and then of course, like that mural you saw, there's a bunch of artists that like will draw in all the buildings. Speaking of art, we found this Cork Place. Everything in here was made out of cork board, or just corks in general. There's a lot of recycled stuff. Even have those masks made out of cork, which I don't know how that would work, but more power to you. There's this. I think a lot of these you could actually purchase. Not everything, obviously, but a lot of these had prices. It was pretty cool to see, but don't really know the target demographic. But I guess if you're trying to flesh out an apartment here and turn it into an Airbnb and want some unique pieces, you could definitely do that. Like I mentioned, the Savannah College of Art and Design is around here, so a lot of students have artwork up in a whole mess of shops all over the city. Some art pieces of artwork are a little this. So after being traumatized by that last art piece, we hit up a bookstore, something a little more low key, and got to see all these antique books. A lot of them had pretty hefty price tags. And I'm assuming because they're all valuable, they must collect all of these and then people must buy them for their collections or what. I wasn't really too familiar with next to anything in here. I didn't end up picking anything up. I think Alyssa might have gotten something. Not really too sure, but it was cool seeing it nonetheless. Then, of course, we had to hit a candy shop to satisfy our sweet tooth. This candy shop was super charming. Little train going around. Then we went back to the Airbnb. We chilled out for a little while. Alyssa picked up this game, We're Not Really Strangers, which was actually pretty neat. I enjoyed playing it. Now Alyssa and Tori, their dynamic super tight. They been friends for God knows how long, incredibly long time, so they're super close. Alyssa and I, not really, and we were moving in together, so it was pretty cool to play this game where basically it just brings up conversation topics. There's like a particular way to play it, but we just read cards and had conversations about different things, and it helps you get to know each other a lot more. So long as you answer truthfully, because like one of the tags in there was like you could play this game safe or you could actually play this game. So, you know, we had pretty good conversations with that, and we even played it a couple times in the apartment not too long ago. Then we had our reservations for Korean barbecue, which would be my second time having Korean barbecue. Actually, really cool. This place, kind of expensive. I think Korean barbecue is expensive all around, but it was really, really nice. And of course, more sweets. Now we had to stop here again. We had stopped here in the past when we were in Savannah. Then finally, we were on the bridge making our way to our destination in Florida. We were super excited. I don't know what kind of construction that is. It's just really weird pillars just at different heights in the water. I figured I'd capture a little bit of that. Then we finally got to the apartment. The first thing we checked was the air filter. I'll tell you why in a minute. But I did a little walkthrough in here. Keep in mind, this is the first time we've ever seen this place. We had seen a couple pictures, not even of this unit, but of a unit, and kind of just had to go for it. You know, we didn't live in the area, and there was no way we could make a trip down to see it before we accepted it. So we just had to shoot our shot. We accepted it, came down here. Apparently, our friend that was down here wasn't able to look at the apartment either because they said they were working on it up until the moment we got here, which I don't believe for 1 minute. But it's a cute little cozy area. Had a couple problems, which is why I don't believe they were working on it until we got there. But overall, not too bad. The closet and the bathroom, a lot smaller than I had thought based off the schematics. I was really hoping I could put my desk in the closet there, but it didn't work out. Too small.
So we made it. At first glance, a little underwhelming. It's kind of a lot smaller than we had thought it would be, which is fine. That's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem that we noticed pretty much immediately when we walked in is the smell. Apparently there was 2 women that lived here before us that smoked inside all the time. And they had a dog, and the maintenance dude was like, I felt bad because every time they smoked, the dog would start coughing. It's like, then, I don't know why. I mean, I guess you can't stop people from smoking in their apartment. I guess they fine people for smoking in the apartment and stuff, but we asked the maintenance guy, like, you know, what you could do about the smell. The best thing they did for us was just change the filter in the air and then spray, like, it seemed like Lysol or just some kind of canned scent into the air conditioning so that it spread throughout the apartment, and that's kind of just masking it now. And then they walked around and they sprayed the can everywhere, basically just stuff we could do. I guess there's nothing more that they can do than that. And the girls are out right now getting stuff to try to scrub down the walls and try to clean out that smell, but for now it just smells like cigarettes everywhere. It's really small and the whole apartment is on a slant, so everything's kind of like tipping towards the parking lot. I don't know about how the other 2 feel, but honestly I probably just want to stay here for like a year and look for something else, if that's even possible, because when we were looking originally, there was like nothing available, and anything that was like way over our budget. As it is, this apartment is pretty expensive for the 2-bedroom, and sharing it between like me and Tori and Alyssa. Still, it's kind of expensive for what it is, and it's not like the most outstanding thing or like in the best condition. But I guess we're gonna make it work. That's all we really can do. Gonna try to make it our own for a while, and I guess we'll talk it over with them and see what they think about the future of here. Frisky's stressing out a little bit. He's hiding under his blanket in his cage. So I hope with a little bit of time he can get used to it here. The balcony is really nice for him. He should be able to just walk out on there. But so far here it's been kind of annoying. Like some really old dude kicked Victoria out of her handicap parking space. She does have a handicap pass, and she was telling him that, and he just kind of like stood there and like sat there in his car waiting for her to move. So she ended up moving, basically got bullied out of a handicap spot. But, you know, whatever, I guess they need it more, sure. Whatever, that's not the biggest deal. But that was like our first impression of the people here, and not too good. Maintenance dudes, other than spraying the can around here, we asked them about a sound coming from one of the bathroom fans. Apparently, when you turn on the bathroom light, it also turns on the bathroom fan. So it makes a rattle sound, so we tried to get him to fix that. He said there was nothing he could really do about it. But the second bathroom doesn't make that noise. I don't know. It's not the greatest, not what I was hoping for. The closet's kind of small, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make the closet work, but we'll see. I gotta get back to carrying stuff in.
So finally, the reveal. Unfortunately, it's a vertical video. It was recorded by my lovely wife and happens to be the only video that we took of the house being very presentable. We don't want to go through the process of cleaning everything and making everything look super nice once again, so just gonna have to bear with me on this vertical video. It was originally made for Taylor, so that's why I'm cutting out all the audio. But, you know, here we go. Enjoy it. The place looks really nice, super cool. It's pretty much the same, but more lived in at this point. And if you want to see like proper actual pictures of everything's higher quality and all that, I'll probably toss it up on the Instagram. So check that out. And yep.
And that's our house.